So for new hires and recert people, anytime you're checking your panel and you're doing a pre-trip, you want to make sure there's no extra warning lights on. You have no warning messages, that your coolant is the appropriate level, your engine oil pressure is the appropriate level. It doesn't matter if it's PSI or if you have a gauge, you should know what works within your bus. You want to check your suspension for your air. That is your air pressure for your suspension. It works your door, your stop sign, and your crossing arm out front. And also if you have an air ride seat in your bus. So you want to make sure that comes up appropriately. You have your DEF gauge, your fuel gauge. You should never go below a half on your fuel. And again, every bus is different. You have to know your bus and what you get used to and what it should be. And you also want to check your volts. They should always be above 13 to 14.5. Once it starts below, dropping below 13, your battery's probably not charging properly and your bus may shut off. So these are things you should check all the time when you're running your bus. You're also going to put your headlight switch on. You can check your switches, which is over here for your high beams. You have your hazard switch. Your hazard indicators work. Left and right turn signal switch and indicators work. On the same lever, you have your windshield washer fluid and your wipers work in all speeds. Your wipers are tight against the windshield. They're in good condition. My windshield is free and clear. I can see out of it. There's no damage, any chips or cracks. The only thing blocking my vision would be the 2 inspection stickers, which are current and up to date. It's the state police and the garage stickers. All my mirrors are set appropriately for me. I have the 2 flat mirrors, my student and traffic monitoring devices. For those who aren't used to that terminology, try to work on that. We have our flat, our convex, our crossover, and we also have the overhead rear mirror. You want to make sure they are set appropriately for you before you drive your bus. You want to be able to see at least 10 feet around on all sides and all 4 corners of your bus. The bottom convex mirrors are for student monitoring. The upper flat ones are for traffic monitoring. Your crossover mirrors are for student monitoring, and your overhead is also for student monitoring. I have my mirror cameras, I have the front one and I have 2 rear ones. You want to mention that they are clear, they are working properly. The green light is on, indicating they are working. Then I'm going to come down. My horn would work. It can be heard up to 200 feet away. My gear shifter would move freely. Over here is my exhaust brake. You want to make sure that is on as much as possible. You should learn to drive with that on and off. I also have my high idle switch, which is used when you're just sitting and you're running your bus. You should have that on as much as possible. On the left side here, I have my back rear heaters, and the switches work in both speeds. My front heater, and the switch works in both speeds. All my knobs for my main heater and defroster are secured, and my defroster works in all 3 speeds. The ones you have to mention for your driving test are these items right here, and then also your amber switch and indicator works. Your emergency red switch and indicator works. You must turn that back off to cancel it. And then my door switch works in both positions. And then of course you have your other switches, which are your interior lights, your mirror defrost. This cancels your yellows, your fans up front, your noise suppression switch, your destination sign, which is the school bus sign outside, has lights in it. You have an interior exterior switch for the radio, and then also for your inside intercom, and then your strobe light switch must be on and working whenever you have children on the board and for your driving test.